Elegant Summer Garden DIY, ideas from Goodwill Outlet Bins, finds you've never thought of before. Herb. Introduction. The allure of a summer garden is irresistible. And what better way to enhance it than with unique, budget-friendly DIY projects? If you're an avid thrifter or simply love the thrill of a good bargain, Goodwill Outlet Bins can be a treasure trove of inspiration. From neglected trinkets to once-loved furniture, these bins hold countless possibilities for anyone willing to see the potential beyond the dust. This article explores 25 creative and elegant garden DIY ideas sourced from these beloved outlets. Get ready to transform your outdoor space with projects you've never thought of before.
Before we move on to the next video, make sure you give this one a thumbs up, share it with your favorite people, and subscribe to Leaf Lane channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming adventures. Thanks for being part of our journey.
Vintage planter creations. There's something timeless about vintage items, and they can effortlessly add a touch of elegance to any garden. Scour the bins for old teapots, metal buckets, or even worn-out boots. These can be transformed into charming planters with a bit of creativity. Imagine a path lined with colorful teapots overflowing with vibrant blooms, or a corner of your garden featuring a stack of vintage suitcases turned into a tiered herb garden. The beauty of these items lies in their character. Each scratch or chip tells a story and adds to the overall charm. Painting these finds in pastel colors or leaving them as is can create a beautiful contrast with the greenery, making your garden a unique and inviting space. Upcycled garden tools. Every gardener needs tools. But who says they can't be beautiful? Old rakes, shovels, or hand tools, often found in abundance at thrift stores, can be repurposed into stunning garden decor. For instance, the head of an old rake can be mounted on a wall as a rustic tool holder, perfect for organizing your gardening essentials. Alternatively, paint the handles of old tools in bright, cheerful colors and use them as unique plant markers or decorations in your flower beds. These upcycled pieces not only add a personal touch to your garden, but also serve as a conversation starter when guests visit your outdoor oasis. Enchanting garden mirrors. Mirrors are a wonderful way to add depth and intrigue to your garden. Look for old or damaged mirrors at your local Goodwill outlet and give them a new lease on life with a fresh coat of paint or a mosaic frame. Strategically placed, they can create the illusion of a larger space or reflect the beauty of your plants and flowers. Imagine a secret garden hidden behind a mirror, or the surprise of finding a reflection of the sky amidst your greenery. Mirrors can also be used to highlight specific areas of your garden, drawing attention to your favorite plants or features. Repurposed furniture for garden seating. Comfortable seating is essential for enjoying your garden, and old furniture can be transformed into elegant outdoor seating with minimal effort. Search for wooden chairs, benches, or even headboards that can be repurposed into unique seating options. A fresh coat of weather-resistant paint can rejuvenate tired pieces, while colorful cushions add comfort and style. Consider arranging these pieces in a secluded corner of your garden to create a peaceful retreat where you can relax with a book or entertain guests. The charm of mismatched furniture adds a whimsical touch to your outdoor space, inviting you to sit and stay a while. Creative bird feeders and baths. Invite feathered friends into your garden with homemade bird feeders and baths. Old cups, coffers, and even chandeliers can be transformed into delightful feeding stations. Attach a cup to a saucer, fill it with birdseed, and hang it from a tree branch for an elegant touch. Similarly, an old chandelier can be modified to hold small bird baths or feeders, creating a stunning focal point in your garden. These DIY projects not only support local wildlife, but also add an enchanting element to your outdoor space, turning it into a haven for birds and nature lovers alike. Mosaic garden accents. Broken dishes, tiles, and glassware can find new purpose as beautiful mosaic accents in your garden. These materials are often discarded, but, with a bit of creativity, they can be transformed into stunning pieces of art. Use them to decorate garden pots, stepping stones, or even create a mosaic path that winds through your garden. The vibrant colors and intricate patterns of the mosaics will catch the sunlight and add a touch of whimsy to your space. This is a wonderful way to personalize your garden and showcase your artistic flair while repurposing materials that might otherwise end up in a landfill. Garden trellises from unexpected items. A trellis can be a beautiful and functional addition to any garden, providing support for climbing plants while adding vertical interest. Look for items like old ladders, crib sides, or even bed frames that can be repurposed into unique trellises. These structures can be painted to match your garden's aesthetic or left in their natural state for a rustic look. As your climbing plants grow, the trellis will become a living piece of art, with flowers and foliage weaving through the geometric patterns of the repurposed items. This is a great way to add height and dimension to your garden, making it feel more dynamic and engaging. Whimsical wind chimes create a symphony of sounds in your garden with homemade wind chimes crafted from thrift store finds. Look for items like old keys, cutlery, or small metal objects that can be strung together to create a unique chime. The gentle tinkling of the wind chimes will add a soothing ambiance to your outdoor space, inviting you to relax and enjoy the sounds of nature. Hang them from tree branches, pergolas, or porch ceilings to catch the breeze and create a whimsical atmosphere. This project is a wonderful way to repurpose small, forgotten items into something beautiful and functional for your garden. Garden signs with vintage flair. Personalize your garden with handmade signs that add character and charm. Look for old wooden boards, metal signs, or even picture frames that can be transformed into garden markers. Use stencils or freehand painting to add quotes, plant names, or whimsical sayings that reflect your personality and style. These signs can be placed throughout your garden to guide visitors or simply to add a touch of humor and warmth. The vintage flair of repurposed materials will enhance the overall aesthetic of your garden, making it a reflection of your creativity and love for the outdoors. Upcycled potting stations. Every gardener needs a dedicated space for potting plants and organizing supplies. Transform an old dresser, table, or even a discarded sink into a functional potting station. These items can often be found at Goodwill Outlet Bins and repurposed with a bit of creativity. Add shelves, hooks, and storage containers to keep your tools and materials organized and within easy reach. A fresh coat of paint can breathe new life into tired furniture, turning it into a stylish and practical addition to your garden. This project is perfect for creating a dedicated space for all your gardening activities, keeping your garden neat and tidy. Repurposed window frames as garden decor. Old window frames, with their rustic charm, can add a touch of nostalgia and elegance to your garden. Look for frames with interesting shapes or details, and use them to create unique garden decor. Hang them on a fence or wall as a backdrop for climbing plants, or use them to frame a favorite view or feature in your garden. You can even add mirrors or stained glass to the frames for added interest and color. The possibilities are endless, and the result is a personalized garden that reflects your style and creativity. Plant markers from unexpected finds. Keeping track of your plants can be a challenge, but plant markers made from thrift store finds can add a touch of whimsy and organization to your garden. Look for items like old silverware, broken pottery, or even small toys that can be repurposed into unique markers. Use paint or engraving to add the names of your plants, and place them throughout your garden to keep everything in order. These markers not only serve a practical purpose, but also add a playful element to your outdoor space, making it a reflection of your personality and creativity. Reimagined garden borders. Define the edges of your garden with creative borders made from upcycled materials. Look for items like bricks, bottles, or even old plates that can be repurposed into unique garden edging. These materials can be arranged in creative patterns or left in their natural state for a more rustic look. The result is a garden that feels cohesive and well-defined, with borders that add interest and texture to your outdoor space. This project is a great way to add structure and organization to your garden, making it a more inviting and enjoyable place to spend time. DIY garden art from scrap metal, often overlooked, can be transformed into stunning garden art with a bit of creativity. Look for items like old tools, bicycle parts, or metal scraps that can be welded or assembled into sculptures and decorations. These pieces can add a modern or industrial touch to your garden, serving as unique focal points that draw the eye and spark conversation. The beauty of scrap metal art lies in its versatility and durability, making it a long-lasting addition to your garden that can withstand the elements and look beautiful year-round. Upcycled water features the soothing sound of water can enhance any garden, and thrift store finds can be transformed into unique water features. Look for items like old vases, pots, or even musical instruments that can be repurposed into fountains or water features. These items can be arranged in creative ways to create a one-of-a-kind feature that adds tranquility and elegance to your garden. The gentle trickle of water will invite you to relax and enjoy your outdoor space, creating a peaceful oasis that feels worlds away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Garden sculptures from found objects, often overlooked, can be transformed into stunning garden sculptures with a bit of creativity and imagination. Look for items like old tools, bicycle parts, or metal scraps that can be assembled into unique sculptures that reflect your personality and style. These pieces can add a modern or industrial touch to your garden, serving as unique focal points that draw the eye and spark conversation. The beauty of found object sculptures lies in their versatility and durability, making them a long-lasting addition to your garden that can withstand the elements and look beautiful year-round. Reclaimed wood garden structures. Reclaimed wood, with its natural beauty and character, can be transformed into beautiful garden structures that add warmth and charm to your outdoor space. Look for items like old pallets, barn wood, or even discarded furniture that can be repurposed into arbors, pergolas, or trellises. These structures can be painted or stained to match your garden's aesthetic or left in their natural state for a more rustic look. The result is a garden that feels cozy and inviting, with structures that provide support for climbing plants and create a sense of enclosure and privacy. Creative garden pathways define your garden's pathways with creative designs made from upcycled materials. Look for items like old bricks, stones, or even broken pottery that can be arranged in patterns or mosaics to create unique paths. These materials can add texture and interest to your garden, guiding visitors through your outdoor space and highlighting your favorite features. The result is a garden that feels cohesive and well organized, with pathways that add charm and functionality to your space. Upcycled containers for vertical gardens. Vertical gardens are a great way to maximize space and add interest to your outdoor area, and thrift store finds can be transformed into unique containers for these gardens. Look for items like old gutters, pipes, or even shoe organizers that can be repurposed into containers for your plants. These vertical gardens can be hung on walls, fences, or even freestanding structures, creating a living wall that adds beauty and functionality to your garden. The result is a space that feels lush and vibrant, with plants that grow up and out, adding dimension and interest to your garden. Garden art from old tools, often discarded, can be transformed into beautiful garden art with a bit of creativity. Look for items like old rakes, shovels, or hand tools that can be repurposed into sculptures or decorations. These pieces can add a rustic or industrial touch to your garden, serving as unique focal points that draw the eye and spark conversation. The beauty of tool art lies in its versatility and durability, making it a long-lasting addition to your garden that can withstand the elements and look beautiful year-round. Repurposed garden structures. Old structures, with their historic charm and character, can be transformed into beautiful garden features that add elegance and interest to your outdoor space. Look for items like old doors, windows, or even architectural elements that can be repurposed into arbors, trellises, or pergolas. These structures can be painted or stained to match your garden's aesthetic or left in their natural state for a more rustic look. The result is a garden that feels cozy and inviting, with structures that provide support for climbing plants and create a sense of enclosure and privacy. Creative garden edging. Define the edges of your garden with creative edging made from upcycled materials. Look for items like old bricks, stones, or even broken pottery that can be arranged in patterns or mosaics to create unique borders. These materials can add texture and interest to your garden, guiding visitors through your outdoor space and highlighting your favorite features. The result is a garden that feels cohesive and well organized, with edging that adds charm and functionality to your space. Final thoughts. Transforming your garden with DIY projects from Goodwill Outlet Bins is not only a fun and creative endeavor, but also a sustainable way to enhance your outdoor space. These projects offer endless possibilities for personalization and creativity, allowing you to express your style and love for gardening. By repurposing thrift store finds, you can create a garden that is truly one of a kind, filled with beauty and character. So, roll up your sleeves, let your imagination run wild, and start crafting your dream garden today.